Do you want to speak French, but every time you open your mouth, you panic, you forget everything, and you feel afraid of making mistakes? Trust me, you're not alone. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're watching this video for the very first time, my name is Stalin and I usually make videos for learning French and English language. And in today's video, I'm going to show you how to speak French with confidence by using some simple mindset shifts and some practical techniques that actually gonna help you, and you can work on them and improve your speaking. Even if you're beginner or preparing for the TEF, it's really gonna help you. So let's get started with our today's video without any delay. In the first part, what we're gonna talk about is how we can fix our fear of speaking French, how we can change our mindset towards it. First main important thing is stop trying to be perfect. We cannot always be perfect in everything, because what main thing that make you freeze when you're trying to speak French is because you're afraid of making mistakes. But here is the important thing to learn, that mistakes is a way to make our progress. Because if you're not gonna make a mistake, you will not learn. And if you will not learn, then you will not be able to make good progress. And our goal is not perfection in starting. Our goal is try to start communication. So, important thing is better to speak with mistakes than not speak at all. So stop trying to be perfect. Stop trying to be overthink about it. Just start doing communication. Even if you make some mistakes, that's okay. We make mistakes and we learn from our mistakes. And the second thing that's gonna change your mindset is by changing the voice in your head. What I mean by that, most of the time what we think in our mind, my French is bad, people will judge me if I will make a mistake, and all these sort of negative thoughts in our mind. But instead of thinking in that way, try to switch it like this. I'm still learning. I will improve every time I speak. I can do it. Believe in yourself. Because if you're gonna switch your negative thoughts to positive thoughts, it definitely gonna help you build your confidence. Because positive self-talks really help you build your confidence. So try, instead of saying negative thoughts about your French learning, try saying positive things. That you're still learning, you're improving every day, and you can do it, things like that. And the other thing is, start speaking earlier than you think. What I mean by that is, most of the students try to wait until, get perfect. Be perfect in grammar or be perfect in sentence structure and everything. And then we think we can speak well. But that's not how it works. We need to have confidence in order to speak. So just try to speak every day, even if a little bit. Try to start speaking from the very first day you start learning. Because if you think confidence will come after you learn all your vocabulary, learn your all grammar, that's wrong. Confidence will come from speaking. So you really need to start speaking in order to build your confidence in speaking. Now, in the second part, what we're gonna learn is what are the good techniques to sound more confident. The very important thing is try to use starters, because sometimes we don't know how to respond or anything, and we just simply freeze. Instead of like saying anything, we freeze, like, because we don't know the answer. But if you can like say some starters and start sentence like that, it will give you some time to think, and you will be still confident because you're still speaking instead of freezing at the spot. For example, you can use the starters à mon avis, je pense que, je crois que, or pour être honnête. This will gonna give you 2 seconds to think like what you're gonna say next, but this is better than just freezing at the spot. And what other thing that's important for us is to understand sometimes speaking slow is sound more fluent, because rather than speaking fast and making a number of errors, that's wrong. That's not how you be fluent. Try to speak clearly and calmly, because this gonna help you build your confidence. Because when you're gonna speak slowly and calmly, you will know that you're saying the right thing and the other person will understand, and that will make you more confident. So always just pause, breathe, and repeat. That's 100% okay. So if you're forgetting something, try to speak slowly. If you're not able to make the full sentences, that's okay. We don't have to speak so fast. We can speak slowly, speak clearly, and calmly. This is gonna help you build your confidence. And always, whenever you're starting your speaking practice, just take a deep breath and keep repeating things that you're learning. And it's gonna help you. And the other important thing is what we call them is rescue phrases. So whenever you get stuck, instead of freezing, what you can say, like if you don't remember a specific words that you're trying to say or anything, so what you can say is comment on dit, means how do you say, or j'ai oublié les mots mais je veux dire, I forgot the word, but I want to say. Or, laissez-moi réfléchir une seconde. Let me think for a second. So, what this shows is for you to be speaking natural and confident, not weak. Because even sometimes native speakers, they forget the words. Nobody is perfect in remembering all the vocabulary, all the words, and everything. So, instead of like giving yourself a self-doubt, just try these kind of things. It's gonna help you to build your confidence while speaking. And other thing that you can do, that is shadow practicing. What you can do in shadow practicing, you can listen to a native speaker and repeat at the same time. You can just do it like for 10 minutes a day. What it's gonna do, it's gonna improve your pronunciation, your rhythm, vocabulary, and confidence. It's gonna help you build your confidence. Because when we do shadowing, we try to understand what the other person is saying. We see like how they're saying the word, we try to repeat it, and it's definitely gonna help your pronunciation, and it will gonna give you rhythm as well, because if you're gonna do it for like 10 minutes, it will gonna build your rhythm. And also, like in every video, you will gonna see new vocabulary words, you're gonna learn vocabulary words, and definitely you will have confidence once you will understanding that native speaker and you're able to say it, speak it in that way. And the third part that is also important is like the small wins. Try to build your confidence through small wins. What I mean by that, in starting, if you're not able to speak much, Just try to speak for a minute. Even if you can speak for a minute, that's a good small win. You can just choose simple topics like how was your day, or what is your plan, or any movie, or about your job. Then you can record yourself for those 60 seconds, and then again on the next day repeat the same thing. And you're gonna see the difference. Like if you're gonna do this thing for like 2 weeks, you will see like there's much more confidence in your speaking. So it's really important that at least if you can just try to speak for 1 minute and keep doing it. If you're gonna keep doing it every day, it's gonna help you build your confidence. And it's just a small step. You don't have to do much. Just try to speak for at least 1 minute. And here is the last thing and very important thing is celebrate your small improvements. Because if you're gonna celebrate your small improvements, it's gonna give you confidence. For example, you learned 5 new words today. That's your small win. That's a win for you because you learned 5 new words. Instead of thinking like, you don't know this all much of vocabulary, you just only learned 5 words. Think of it in a positive way that you got to learn 5 new words today. You now know more 5 words of French language. So celebrate it. And if you're able to speak to somebody like for even 2 minutes or 1 minute and you were able to make the conversation, celebrate. Because even if it's for a 1 minute, but you were able to speak, that is how you can build your confidence. And always confidence comes from your positive thoughts, your way of thinking that thing in a positive way instead of like thinking it in a negative way. So these are the things that from my perspective are good to build a confidence. These are the things that I tried to learn the language and it really, really helped me. I hope it's gonna help you guys too. And that's how you can speak French with real confidence, no matter your level. And always remember, confidence is something you build, not something you're born with. So if you practice just a little bit every day, you will see a massive progress. And I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.